I'm Dr. Louise Walter. I'm chief of the UCSF Division of Geriatrics in the Department of Medicine. Today, I'm delighted to introduce our Division Wellness video series. This video series was made possible by a UCSF Wellness grant. This 7-part video series is about UCSF's 7 Pillars of Wellness, which are emotional wellness, physical wellness, social wellness, financial wellness, environmental wellness, career wellness, and spiritual wellness. Each pillar contributes to our own sense of well-being and quality of life. This video series highlights the concept that wellness is a holistic integration of these 7 pillars. Each video clip features a presenter from the Division of Geriatrics sharing their personal insights on what their respective pillar of wellness means to them and how they integrate these pillars of wellness into their lives as clinicians, as educators, researchers, and staff members. Each video clip will also feature a few practical tips for nurturing these pillars of wellness in our day-to-day lives as we also go about our work to improve the health and well-being of older people. We also recognize that the approach to wellness is not a one-size-fits-all approach, but an individualized approach as we each decide how best to integrate these pillars into our lives. So to the members of the Division, the Department of Medicine, and the greater UCSF community, I welcome you to join us on this journey towards a wellness-centered workplace and to be inspired. Thank you.
I've worked with older adults for 20 years, so I have listened to their stories about the ups and downs of life. The practice of being able to build resilience, recognizing what emotions are happening, letting it pass through, building that habit has gotten me to 54. I'm hoping it'll get me to 94. My name is Brenda Fagan, and I am the program manager and implementation co-lead for Dementia Care Aware. Emotional wellness is the ability to recognize stress and identify your emotions. Emotional wellness is important as you age because you don't know what's going to happen. So it's really important to have a foundation of habits that will help you navigate the uncertainty or the unknown. Really just check in with whatever works for you. UCSF has a variety of programs to support your wellness. One of the programs I particularly like is the midday mindfulness. Being able to take a moment in the day where you're also with other people is just really supportive. It's really important that we know ourselves and know what's happening for us emotionally so that we can show up for other people. We have to pay attention so that we can ebb and flow with the changes that are happening in all those areas. The pillars of wellness are connected to our emotions. If we do not have emotional stability, everything else is really difficult. So it's so important to maintain our emotional wellness and then just do the best that you can.
As the stresses of life come in, how do we build resilience to make sure that we can go through each day? Do you get a sense of accomplishment throughout the day? And that encourages you to keep going as you age. But how do we prioritize ourselves so that we can help more effectively? I'm Landon. I'm a research programs coordinator for the Division of Geriatrics, as well as a research assistant in the division. Physical wellness is how to maintain the health of your body through getting enough sleep, getting enough exercise, and having a healthy diet. Physical wellness is very personal, and there's also very objective measures to looking at what it is. We are taking care of our bodies, that they are working strong. We're going to health checkups to make sure that if things do go wrong, we catch it. I think my top habit for physical wellness is going to the gym at the same time every day. It is an accomplishment I have before I even start work. I come in with more mental momentum. Maybe you take an hour out of the day and you dedicate it to going to the gym or buying healthier foods. UCSF definitely has a lot of programs to promote physical wellness. The division has new initiatives to do like climbing or playing pickleball or going on a hike, and I think that's a wonderful thing to encourage. Not only does that promote people to go exercise, but it also builds team unity. Physical wellness to me is built upon discipline and self-love, to where you want to take care of your body, waking up every day and being confident in the strengths that you have in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in your career, in your finances, and knowing that no matter what challenges come your way, you'll be able to endure them.
Years ago, I lost a number of family members quite suddenly, and I have slowly found both colleagues and friends who have had similar grief experiences, and in doing so, connected with them and eventually developing a grief group. And those have been mechanisms to validate each other's experiences, learn from each other, and just share in the challenge of being a grieving person and learning to live on the other side of loss. I'm Krista Harrison. I am a faculty researcher in the Division of Geriatrics. Social wellness is when we maintain our connections with other people to the degree that helps us and allows us to do the things that benefit us. To support my social wellness, I connect regularly with friends. I do so via text messages when I'm thinking of them. I try to regularly call family and friends, even if I only have a few moments. I think one of the Division of Geriatrics' profound successes is hiring people that you just like and you like to spend time with, and thus many of the colleagues become friends. A lot of the social connection we get through our work is actually beneficial for us. Social wellness requires clear communication skills so that you can both identify your own needs and be curious about the needs and well-being of others. It's maintaining connections and building relationships, and it's developing support networks so that in life's most challenging moments, you have people to fall back from.
Every month, we all have bills. Years ago, it occurred to me that I needed to think of myself as a bill. Even before I paid PG&E and I paid the rent, I paid myself something. But I do think it's important to prioritize yourself and think of yourself just as important as other things in your life that you pay on a regular basis. My name is Helen Chen. I'm the Associate Chief of Staff for Geriatrics, Palliative, and Extended Care at the San Francisco VA healthcare system. I'm also a professor of medicine at UCSF. I think financial wellness, what it means to me, is really thinking about money as not just an end in of itself, but as a tool and a resource. Having the control and the ability to manage one's own financial life so that we have the flexibility and the ability to do the things that are important to us. For many people, saving is hard. But UC does make it easy for people to do certain things like funding your 3OB, or at least putting something in there on a regular basis. And I think it's really important for people to think about paying attention to their financial wellness as much as, whether they eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Because at the end of the day, you are going to need resources to actually live your best life. And it's important to actually prepare and plan for your future self.
Something I do every day, I actively, intentionally take a moment to spend outside. This gives me an opportunity to, one, of course, be in fresh air, sunlight, just experience a natural, fresh environment after spending a lot of my days inside working. It also gives me a chance to be part of my larger community, see my neighbors, see my community members. All of these things make just going outside that much more rewarding for my environmental wellness. My name is Tran. I'm an administrative coordinator for UCSF's Division of Geriatrics in the Department of Medicine. Environmental wellness dictates how we interact with our physical, social, and cultural environment. It impacts how we see the world and how we relate to our surroundings and the people around us. I think building that habit early on really establishes a lifestyle that supports healthy aging, in the sense that you learn to value and nurture your relationships because they are essential to positive environmental wellness.
As you age and you want to continue working, you have to be happy in your role. If you're unhappy in your career, you're not going to age well. My name is Karen Yuan. My role is Division Manager in the Division of Geriatrics, Department of Medicine.
I'm Theresa Allison. I'm a professor of medicine in the Division of Geriatrics at UCSF. So, career wellness to me is about finding that space in which the work that you're paid to do every day aligns with what matters most to you. I think it's important for all of us in this enterprise to ask ourselves periodically, is the thing I'm doing every day the thing that I can do to help the most?
Think back to why you're here. Stay focused on why did you apply for the job to begin with? What is keeping you motivated to do the work? And just go back to that.
Having some form of built-in check-in every day to make sure that you are attending to your own needs as you care for others is an important part of sustainment. And sometimes the best thing you can do for your career is to take a pause from your career, even if that's just a day off or a week off. If you don't take your vacation, your body will take it from you in sick leave.
I really think that being centered and focused and grounded, rather, is a great way to stay engaged and stay fresh and stay connected to the work that you do.
Career wellness, like wellness in general, is essential to healthy aging.
COVID pandemic was pretty stressful. So at that time, I was a medical director of the Community Living Center at the VA. Nursing home residents were having the most impact with the COVID. So my number one mission, and everyone's mission, was to try to keep COVID away from our veterans. So I truly feel that my faith helped me guide the Community Living Center through the COVID pandemic. My name is Michi Yukawa, and I'm a professor in medicine in the Division of Geriatrics. So spiritual wellness is very personal in individuals. I think it's the most inner core of what you believe in. It's what is true to you and what's most important. Like, it is a fundamental core belief that you have. And for me, my spiritual well-being is rooted in my faith in Christian faith. But that is not the same for everyone. So it could be different things to other people. So some of the things I do to support my spiritual wellness is I'm meeting with my people that believe in the same faith as I do on a regular basis, as well as attending church on Sundays. And UCSF has many programs that can support people's spiritual wellness. One such program is UCSFspiritualcare.org. It's a big team of reverends, rabbis, even Buddhists, who can actually support any religious or non-religious spiritual needs. Deepening your spiritual well-being will also help you focus on your work, give you a mission, and when times gets difficult, that you'll still be able to manage through because you have something deep core inside to support you.